Hey, good morning everyone. It's just afternoon here, day 93, and we are on top of Avery Mountain, just doing the last little, I guess, tough part, what most folks say, until it kind of starts flattening out, until Katahdin. And there's a few mountains here and there and bumps, and I know in the 100-mile wilderness we have about 30 miles of some mountains that we climb through. I don't know if we hit 4,000 again, but we're just above 4,000 feet right now. And on a clear day you can see Katahdin. It's a clear day, and so I don't know if you can see, but way off in the distance there, probably about 180 trail miles from here or less, that is Katahdin. I think it's hard to see on my phone, but I can see it, and it's pretty amazing. So it's going to get closer and closer as we hike more and more miles. You know, we got, I think it's about 180 or so left. But got a little cool clip on top of one of the mountains. I think it was one of the horns, North Horn, that I'll show you right now. So take a watch.
Here it comes. Oh, you dropped it, dude. Is that a great day? Yeah.
That is so cool. So that was pretty cool, and I'm looking at trying to get within about 10 miles of Tuck, however you pronounce the name of the city. That's where the ferry service is, where I have to take the canoe across the river. I want to get there by 9 or 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then try to get as close to Monson as I can tomorrow, and then get into Monson on Tuesday. So, but we have beautiful weather. Check out our views on top of here. Just amazing, absolutely pretty lucky. Good morning, everyone. Today is day 94. Yes, 94. Only have 6 days left, under a week. So I ended up going about 27 miles. Maybe it was closer to 28. I made it to, no, it was 27, East Carey Pond. There was a beach here. I wanted to get close enough. There was a couple of small hill mountains, whatever you want to call, just after the Bigelows that I wanted to get through. And there was a lean-to, but it really just wasn't in the mileage I wanted to do. So I pushed it, got here about 8 o'clock last night. This was my view. It's amazing. So I had an opportunity to set up my tent. Actually, I met a guy here. Both of us had our tent set up. He was here first, and I just set mine up right next to his, but able to see the sunrise, and I heard loons throughout the night, which was just like a lullaby for me. But yeah, this just, I just felt home. This definitely is like home for me. So probably one of my favorite campsites that I've stayed at so far. So we're gonna get to Tuck right around, gosh, I don't know, we're like 9 miles from there, I think. So a few hours, it's just after 7, and we're gonna have to take a canoe across the river. And that's really the only thing that was kind of holding me up, so I'll get past there, and figured I would maybe do about 30 today. I do have a couple mountains I do have to climb. The biggest one is only 1,200 feet, so it's nothing like we've been climbing. And then it's kind of flat all the way to Monson. I plan on being in Monson tomorrow, probably in the early afternoon. My plan is to not stay there, but it depends on how I feel. If I just want some rest before I do the 100-mile wilderness, then I will stay there, and I'll just have to hike some more miles, bigger days in the 100-mile wilderness, which I know is not going to be a problem from what I've heard from the northbounders I've finished, that I've spoken to about there and the train. So, but anyway, the sun is definitely heating things up, so I'm going to get going, and it's going to be a good day. I hope the weather stays like this. So, all right, well, I looked last night, we are 161.5 miles to Katahdin. 161. In a few days, we're going to be under 100, and that is just insane. So, all right, home stretch. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Just a quick update. So we just crossed the Kennebec River on canoe. It was awesome. I was gonna get a video, but I was the one that paddled in the front. So, but first time that I haven't had to walk a step to travel forward on the AT. So, when you cross the Kennebec River, the AT actually literally goes through it. You can't ford it. I'll show you a little picture here, or a video of how wide it is. It's probably about, I think they said 500 feet. Right now the water is really low, so the middle is only about 6 foot long. But yeah, that's the river we just crossed. So the guy that's running the ferry service in the canoe said the most that he's had so far to ferry across is 47 people. So I'm sure a lot of those were southbounders when he hit the southbounder bubble. But ferry service has changed, and AWOL's guy, it says 9 to 11 and 11 to 2 from, excuse me, 9 to 11 and 2 to 4 from July 9th through August something, which is the time frame we're in right now. And actually it's changed from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 5 straight hours, and it does not run in the afternoon anymore. So but got, I think, just over 10 miles in for the day. It was pretty flat, a couple ups and downs to get here, but it was after we kind of left some of the bodies of water, it was kind of a boring walk, just because there wasn't any elevation change. I was looking really forward to it, but after about 6 miles I was kind of getting bored. So anyway, we got about under 40 miles to Monson. Try to get another 20 in a day, and do the rest tomorrow to get to Monson. So, but we'll see what happens. All right, Bigfoot out. Hey, good morning, everyone. Today, day 95. So I ended up staying just at the south end of Moxie Bald Mountain last night. Did not feel like climbing up it. I got there about 6 and I was just wiped. So the climb up Moxie Bald Mountain this morning was amazing. It was a clean climb. It wasn't steep. I kind of forgot what that was like. It was really, really nice. So we're not quite at the summit. We're past the summit. I forgot to do a video, but here's a little glimpse of Moxie Bald. And I was hoping that we could get a clear shot of Katahdin, but it's not clear enough for that. I got the best night sleep in a very, very long time last night. Probably because I set up camp at about 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m. and I was in my sleeping bag in bed by about 7:30. But man, I just slept so good. I feel so much better than I have in the last few days. You know, I'll probably still stay in Monson, but if I get there early enough, and I feel like I do now, which, by the way, it's flat all the way to Monson. I mean, we got no big climbs. We don't have any big climbs till we get to the Sharebacks and the 100-mile wilderness. So I might just resupply and get the heck out and start trekking inside the 100-mile wilderness today. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe here's a little clearer of a shot. So there's a shelter that's right on the Moxie Pond. They call all these ponds in Minnesota, we call them lakes. I don't know. But I really wanted to get there last night, but yeah, it just wasn't worth it. All right, well, I'm looking forward to today. I feel well rested, and I feel a lot more. There's parts where I was just not very positive yesterday because I just wasn't feeling the greatest. I was sore. I was tired. So it feels nice being myself. All right. Well, on to Monson. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's just afternoon here, day 95. and I'm here in Monson. Got here about 3:15, and I apologize I didn't do a lot of videos at all today. I really just wanted to get here as fast as I could so I could have as much time as possible to relax and gear up for the 100-mile wilderness. So I'll show you a view out the window. I got a view of the lakefront there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really nice. So I got a private room. I am staying at, I think it's called the Lake House. A lot of people go to Shaw's, and I heard from Southbounder that Shaw's is more of a party place, and I was not looking for a party place. But resupplying here, I guess Shaw's is not bad. I went to Pete's Place, and they got the I guess the essentials to for a resupply. Between that and the gas station, this might be a good place to send a resupply kit if you want more variety. I think I got everything that I want. Probably had to pay a little more than I would normally, but when I was at Pete's Place, not only do they have resupply, but they serve breakfast, lunch. They close at 5 o'clock. It's early, but they have ice cream, things like that. But this couple walked in. I overheard them talking that they're from Alaska, and they stay up by the Arctic, or the northern part of Alaska. And they said their trail names were Polar Bear and I forgot his name again. But anyway, I remembered I ran into them when I was going through the Smokies. So if you've been watching my videos, back it was the day that I summited Klingman's Dome. I saw him on my way down, and anyway, it was just really cool. Ran into them again. So what they did is they hiked up to Petersburg, and it got really hot for them. They're used to negative 30s, things like that. And when it was in the 90s, it was just really, really warm. So they flip-flopped, and they started Katahdin, and they're making their way south. They just got through the 100-mile wilderness. They've taken some weeks off. They're going as slow as they can because they don't want to go back to work. But anyway, talked with them for about 20 minutes, but it was just really cool. It's not very often that this far apart that I actually recognize someone that I met earlier on in the journey. So that was really cool for me. But anyway, I think the I've been talking about a countdown to Katahdin. The countdown to Katahdin, I think, is real for me now because we're in Monson. After Monson, all that's between me and Baxter State Park is the 100-mile wilderness. So we're at mile marker 2076.6 or something like that. All I know is I have 114.5 miles to the summit of Katahdin. 100 miles till I start reaching Baxter State Park. Really, really sweet. Tomorrow I will actually hit the century mark where I'll have less than 100 miles to Katahdin. That will be freaking amazing. So day 95, technically I still have 5 full days, 96 through 100 to get and summit Katahdin. So today is Tuesday. I have till Sunday. Feel really good about my chances. When I need to, I definitely can rip through this terrain today from where I started to Monson. Was mainly pretty flat except for the first mountain climb, but I was back averaging my 3+ mile per hour pace for most of the day. I think it took me 8 hours to get here, and I did 22 miles, so it felt really good being able to move when I needed to. When I need to move in the 100-mile wilderness, I will, but I heard there's so many gorgeous things in there, so I definitely want to also take my time in the places that I need to. So, but feeling good. My feet do hurt. The last few days I probably have been more sore than I've ever been before on the trail. Most northbounders feel the same way. I've taken ibuprofen the last 2 days. First time I'd taken it probably 60 or 70 days. But I got a great night's sleep last night. I'm looking to get another great night's sleep tonight. Would like to be back on the trail at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Pete's Place serves breakfast at 8 or 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'd like to get there kind of early and get a ride back as soon as I can to get in, so I can really maximize my time. I don't know what the weather looks like, so I got to check the weather. I hope that these last 5 days I get good weather, but other than that, it's a nice little town, not a lot here. I do need to go and check out this new Baxter State Park permitting. It doesn't cost any money, but you have to have a permit now to go into Baxter State Park. So I heard that you can also get it right at the park entrance, but I'd rather just get it out of the way now, because I don't know what time of the day I'll be getting at the entrance, and by that time I just will want to get to Katahdin. So, but anyway, other than that, I think everything else is good. All the gear is holding up, and I know that I've seen from some folks wanting to see what my resupplies look like, and basically what am I getting. So I guess we can do that right now. So basically, what's been working out really, really well for me, and this is kind of a different resupply because I didn't have a ton of choices. But what I typically do, what I've been doing now is for breakfast, Pop-Tarts. They're just so easy and convenient. I was doing granola with dry milk before, and that was really good. But the problem was I couldn't move when I ate, so I stopped doing that most of the time. For dinners, peanut butter, and for a long time, since we were hitting so many big towns, I was actually going to places like McDonald's and wherever had jelly packets, and I was just getting handfuls of jelly packets and using those for my jelly. But since we don't really have any big restaurants or big places like that anymore, what I did is one of my empty peanut butter bottles, I just filled it up with like a quarter of jelly and been using that. So I bought some strawberry jam here in town. I'll probably just put half of this. Yeah, it's a glass bottle. I'll put half of this in my plastic peanut butter jar, and then I'll put probably the rest in the hiker box for anyone that would want it. But peanut butter and jelly, I'm still not sick of. I eat them religiously. Typically 2 or 3 tortillas at night, 1 for lunch sometimes. But this is magical. I've been doing Doritos nacho cheese for probably 600-700 miles now. Those complement any meal that I have besides breakfast, and it just makes it so much better. So I love doing the Doritos. I keep them on the outside of my bag so that they don't break up, and then when I get like a quarter left, then I just put it in my food bag. M&Ms, I'll usually get a whole, I think, 12 or 16 ounce bag, and then I'll separate them into how many days that I have. So if it's 4 days resupply, I'll put them 1 bag for each day. And then I've been doing Welch's gummies, and yeah, I'm gonna shut the door here so it's a little bit more quiet. Sorry about that. But anyway, I've been doing Welch's gummies most of the time, probably for about the last half of the trip. They got vitamins in them. They're about 90 calories. They taste really good. So can't go wrong. They don't have them here. So I just bought, they have these at Pete's Place. It was just a thing of gummies. So I'll just separate them into a few different bags, 1 for each day. Cosmic brownies. I just started doing these about 150, 200 miles ago. 280 calories. And yeah, they got some sugar in it. Just they don't really melt because they're a brownie, so it's just kind of a nice pick-me-up. Let's see, more M&Ms. And then what I do off and on, depending on my resupply option, is summer sausage with cheese. I forgot to buy cheese, so I'll probably have to buy some cheese tomorrow. But that will just switch it up between peanut butter and jelly. But honestly, I haven't gotten sick of peanut butter and jelly since I introduced the Doritos to my diet, so it's been pretty nice. And that's pretty much it for so for lunch. I'm just snacking. What I don't have here that I normally have is the Quaker Oat granola bars. They make them in a bigger size. It's 180 calories. I usually always get a box or two of those. So those complement any snacks I have. Paydays are perfect because they don't melt, and they got quite a bit of calories in them as well. So I do paydays a lot. And let's see, and that pretty much wraps up most of my food situation. What I was doing earlier, not as much anymore, but I was doing the single packet of Spam, and Spam on roast in the fire tastes amazing. So a lot of times back when there was like a fire at every campsite, when when northbounders weren't so tired and crabby, a lot of them are now. Don't see too many campfires anymore, but earlier someone would always have a campfire and I always roast Spam on it. So, but I still have like a packet or two in my food bag every once in a while. Then I'll eat that just for the protein, and it's like 280 calories as well. But anyway, that's my food situation. One thing that I always do as well right before I leave town is I will load up all of my water bottles with Gatorade. So I can carry 2.5 liters. I typically buy 232 ounce Gatorades, or like these new ones are only like 28 ounces. So I buy 2 of those and fill up my liter bottles. But my splurge that I've had most of the time here, except in the north when they don't really have Gatorade powder, but I literally would buy the tub, which is a pound of Gatorade powder, and I'll separate those into 4 or 5 bags depending on how many days that I am on the trail for between resupplies, and I'll actually make Gatorade with my water. I love Gatorade. It adds extra calories to my diet, and it's got electrolytes in them. But I just love the taste, and it can literally change my morale. A lot of hikers have a splurge. They carry something that most maybe wouldn't carry, whether it's coffee, a pound of coffee. I met a guy that did that, or whatever. But mine is definitely Gatorade powder. I don't have any on me right now, but most of the time I did. So anyway, so that's kind of a look at what I typically eat. So I hope that's helpful. And yeah, I'll wrap it up here. We are literally miles away from Katahdin. I mean, 114.5. That is insane. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited to get in the 100-mile wilderness and wrap this up. And I'm going to enjoy doing it. So anyway, this is Bigfoot signing off, day 95 here in the great town of Monson, Maine. I'm out.